So I got a question. We always talk about, or most of the talk is always about, across sports, top 5 NBA, top 5 NFL, top 5, top 5, top 5. And this is always generally the Kobe, Michael, LeBron, that type of debate.
That they have every day
the greatest
on
debate.
Television. Like,
so, yes.
Something's going to happen.
Like it's going to change. Yes. So I got a question. Can you give me your top 5? And they don't have to be in order. And you may not have it all perfect down. But give me your top 5 most underrated
dogs.
Underrated dogs. Like that's really great players, but they were underrated. They're not going to be in that top 5 greatest of all time conversation.
Okay, I got one off the top of my head though. But
okay.
Like, you gonna look at me like, what you mean he great? But I don't think he get talked about enough. Like,
okay.
I mean, we clown him because he a fool on Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. I don't look at you crazy for that.
Yeah, that's a lot of folks would.
That's a great underrated.
Because he's never in those conversations.
I don't even feel like he would be underrated, honestly. I mean, I feel like you right to a point.
Yeah, because, bro, we have to, like, tell y'all why he was really, like...
good. Like, great.
He was, like, one of the best power forwards ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you got Charles Barkley.
I'm going to have to say Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson. Now, that's a name you don't hear often.
The only story I ever hear about Kevin Johnson is him making Allen Iverson cry. I think he gave him, like, 35 or 36 or something like that.
Man.
And after the game, he just went to the locker room and cried, talking about, I guess that was my welcome to the NBA.
Man, that's crazy. That's a name you don't really hear about.
Yeah, we never talk about Kevin Johnson.
So you got Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson.
Can I give you a combo? A combination that don't get spoke of a lot?
Yeah, give me a combo.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
That's a great, so don't give me a combo, take it back. Because I was going to ask that on a different episode. A great duo, that's an underrated duo. Take it back. I knew you was going to say it once you said Gary.
Okay, well, I'm not going to, I got another one though.
Okay.
Now, we all know why they don't get talked about enough, because they could never get past Jordan. I'm going to exchange that combo for John Stockton and Karl Malone.
Man, that's still the same combos. Yeah. Like, we could have, hey, but so you going to go 4? That's 4 for you. John Stockton.
Hell no, I ain't doing that.
Give me one out
there.
Okay,
no.
But I like that, though.
You like where I'm going?
I like where you're going with that. Give me one. Kevin Johnson, Charles Barkley.
Jamal Crawford.
That is a good one.
Jamal Crawford.
Man, the 6th man?
Yes.
Yeah, the 6th man. They need to just name that award after him.
For real.
The 6th man.
Or Jerry Stackhouse.
That's a great one, too.
Yeah, you ain't know I knew my basketball, huh?
I remember having them feelers when I was a kid. Oh, man.
And then, let me give you...
So you got one more?
Let me give you a good one for my last one, man.
You got one more.
We don't talk about
the
brilliance of Steve Francis anymore.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Why would you pull him out of there?
Because he's a crackhead.
Because that's who Is he?
He doing bad, man.
He doing bad?
I'm not just going to publicly say he doing crack, but he the last time I seen him, like, you know, being talked about, he was doing pretty bad. Please don't cancel us.
No.
Please don't cancel us, bro. We just getting started.
I'm glad you said that, though, because I was looking him up because I always thought Steve Francis, or franchise we used to call him. Man, he was cold, bro.
He was cold.
Him and Yao Ming together was crazy combo.
His highlight film is crazy.
But I looked him up, and I last looked him up, he was doing bad. Yeah. I did see that. But I thought he was trying to get back right, but man, it sucks that you...
He looked a little dirty.
Like, yeah, just a little bit. Like, he was struggling. But I'm gonna give you my 5 real quick. So I'm gonna start with Ben Wallace. Big Ben.
Dawg, though.
Dawg. Man, like, you knew you wasn't getting no points out of homie. But you getting all rebounds, all block shots.
So much effort. He was very, very dominant in the paint. Like, ain't nobody want to go through that paint to get a bucket.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna say, at what cost?
At what cost? I'm gonna say.
They were still physical at that point too.
Stupid physical.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Ben. I'm gonna say, because you went Charles, which is one of the greats that get talked about but not enough. I'm gonna say Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller, Dawg. You said Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
Antoine Jameson.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. So Antoine Jameson. I'm gonna say Chauncey Billups.
Coach Chauncey now.
Yeah,
Coach Chauncey.
Coach Billups. I'm gonna say the player though. The player was a Dog. So that's two
And
off
a
of
champion.
Detroit.
And a champion.
And they both champions. And then I would say one other. This might seem weird, but I'm gonna say Vince Carter, bro.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking that, but we always talk about Vince Carter.
But we talk about him. But like nobody, I feel like if you listen to like top 5, you listen to conversations about people with longevity, you don't really hear Vince Carter's name.
Right.
Like I saw a highlight of the homie still dunking.
At 41.
Like maybe 2 weeks ago.
In game, too.
Still dunking.
He was dunking in game.
I'm like, yo, what's going on? But I feel like Vince Carter don't get talked about enough either.
Greatest slam dunk contest ever?
Greatest slam dunk contest champion ever.
Yeah.
Period. Like,
Hey, remember when he dunked over dudes?
in the Olympics,
In the Olympic game?
that's exactly what I was
did it
thinking
at North
about.
Carolina, too?
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
He had one in college.
So if you had to, out of your list, and then we're gonna get it going. If you had to, out of anybody on your list, pick to start your team with, like this, the first pick of your draft, who you rolling with?
It have to be Charles Barkley.
It's a good one. It's a great one.
Yeah, it have to be Charles Barkley.
I would say Charles Barkley on your list too. For me, and that's kind of tough on my list. But I'm gonna say, if I'm starting, I'm gonna go with Ben.
That ain't bad.
That sounds crazy, right?
That ain't
but
bad
I'm
at
gonna
all.
go Ben, only because I want to establish a culture.
You want to establish dominance, nigga. That's what you want to establish.
you know exactly where I'm going with it. Hey,
Cheers
Let's
to
get
another
it.
episode, my boy.
Yeah. What's that you listening to, dog? Hey, that's Dawg Money by the podcast on the iPhone or the iPad. Swear it got me in my zone. Please leave me alone so I can catch up on my flight back. Takes 18, no plan B. Get it tuned in, understand me. Talking parlays, hitting sweeter than a parfait. Getting bread like pantry. They can't be, but they did it. I know some haters that still won't admit it. Boys, they so crazy they might get committed. They talk a little different, not trying to be distant, but ain't no way you come close. You say less, you be doing the most. You can sink or swim or hop in the boat, but you better not touch that remote. Cause that's all money. Get short, get tall money. Big plaques, that's wild money. Big facts, you should call that back. Cause what y'all call money is not at all money.
Dog money.
2 men, 2 mic, 2 laptops. Too much you say, 2 lash out. Big boy then bought that cash out like cash cow.
Dog money.
Gotta keep it a buck. Ain't nowhere else we can go here but up. A win is a win and we do it again and again until we remember.
Yo, welcome back to the Dawg Money Podcast, everybody. This is episode 13B or 14, however y'all want to call it, of season 2. I'll go by Money Marv. I'm sitting here with my boy Big Chubbs. And we got Man Drew on the 1 and 2s.
boing.
What it do, man?
What up, brother? Shoot. What was this weekend? Eventful.
Yeah.
It was eventful.
Yeah.
Eventful.
Got everything fixed with the fridge and all that?
Yeah, I got the fridge fixed.
Yeah.
So we good on that part. You know what I mean? Cameron got another game ball in his final in his final game of the season. Got another game ball. Got to show the hit though. The hit was crazy. Like I think
know
what made
somebody out there got a better angle.
Nah, bro. I think my angle was like the best because it was just straight off of the, you know what I mean? Because you could see the velocity
Okay.
and then the drop. But
Okay, dog. Keep going.
but going back to his game, man, he had it's crazy because the night before he was like, Dad, what do I have to do to get another game ball? I was like, He was like, if I hit a home run, do I get another game ball? I said, you hit a home run, I'm gonna just leave the stadium. I'm gonna be done coaching. All right, y'all, I'm gone. Because you hit a home run, we out of there. At 7, you hit a home run,
Right.
man. But you see what he already had on his mind.
Right.
The boy woke up with he went to bed with game ball on his mind and went to bed with hitting a home run, and it felt like it was close. If it was if they counted it like that, he would have hit an in-game home run.
Right.
So great, he was smacking it all
Shout
all
out
day.
to nephew out there hitting
shout
them
out,
things.
shout out to Lil Cam. How was your weekend though, bro?
Eventful, like you said.
Eventful. I feel it.
I did family pictures with the fam, of course.
Okay.
They came out pretty dope. We'll get those results back this weekend, if not next.
You say get those results back like you about to have a child or like you about to get
knock
a bad
on wood
call?
right now.
Or, get
No, knock on wood right now.
or like you just got a
Don't play with me, bro.
Okay.
That's
we
crazy.
We got the pictures back.
This is the wrong podcast for that, my boy.
We're going to get the pictures back.
No, we took pictures. I went out a couple times. Made some money on a couple straight bets.
Okay.
I hit no parlays this week, but that's because I chose to parlay.
Right.
But what I did do is hit them Kenos again.
You be killing with the
I'm
Keno,
changing
bro.
my name to Keno Ning.
Keno Ning.
Keno Ning.
No longer Big Ning, it's Keno Ning.
Keno Ning.
Call me Keno. Call me
Yeah,
Keno.
it was crazy, bro. I told y'all I play the same numbers every single time.
I need them numbers.
I post it every single time.
Yeah, I need them numbers, man.
Do what you will with that information.
That's crazy. I need them numbers. But, anything else? Adventures?
Outside of that, nah, man.
Okay.
The food truck doing well.
Good.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Hangers. Get you some.
Yeah, they be out there on the corner of Cheyenne and Decatur 3-4 times a week.
Come hungry.
Or if the Raiders at home, we at the stadium.
What is it? Come hangry.
Come
Leave
hungry,
happy.
leave hangry. Or come hangry.
Let me know when you see it.
Hey, so thank God that the battery died because I messed that commercial all the way up.
Yeah, so let's hit the commercial again.
right.
What's the slogan?
You come hangry, you leave happy. Let me tell you what I had though.
Tell me what you had.
Well, I had the brisket burger last night. It's a beef patty, with the pepper jack cheese on top, with some sliced up brisket meat at the top. You cover that with lettuce, pickles, onions, some hangry sauce. I didn't make it through half that burger. I went right to sleep. It was so good.
Like,
It was so good.
I would have been up in there. You seen that movie?
You know it was me. You know that little that gif of the little boy eating that Happy Meal?
Yeah.
Crying. That was me biting into that burger last night.
Hey man. Jeez.
Oh, it was
That
so
joint
good.
sound fire right now, low
Yeah,
key.
I'm going to get one as soon as we're done recording. I need another one.
What time
you
they
know
close?
What? I'm going to get the salmon burger.
But they gonna be closed by the time
I'm going to tell Uncle, hey, stay.
we stay up, man.
I want that fried salmon burger that I had
that
last
sound
week.
good too,
oh,
man.
so good.
Ah.
Y'all make sure y'all check out Hangry's, man.
Jeez. Man. Going into the news. Before we start the news, Patreon is up and loaded still.
Okay.
Make sure you go ahead and check in with us. You got one tier where you can still click one for free.
It was some gold on the Patreon last week.
There was a few hitters, few misses.
Yeah, they were mine, though.
I'm just like, man. But
Those are mine.
I think what I'm learning I was talking to some of our Patreons here, you know what I mean? And I was advising them for the write-ups at this point of the year, college football, it's like for me, it's no need for me to do a write-up because all the write-up is in my mind just from watching all the games that I've watched. I feel like
I did
sometimes
say that during the off season. Like these are perfect for like the first few weeks of the season.
Yeah,
because it's like unknown information. That
Yes.
man, where you gonna find this stuff at? You know
right,
what I'm saying?
exactly. And then it's like, but now at this point of the season, you got to go off of what you know, what you've seen,
what you see, yeah.
and what you feel. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you'll psych yourself out by doing too much research.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trust me, I know.
So if you're on a Patreon member, this week you won't be having no write-ups on college. It'll just be just to play, just to play that we like, just to play. When it comes to player props, mini write-up on that, just so you have a quick, I guess you'll say, trend in a sense.
Yeah.
Outside of that, we have NBA, college basketball that done cooked into the season. I will be putting out more my thoughts on NBA. Marv going to give his thoughts too. Sometimes it's a little harder just because I tend to have my picks like right at 3 o'clock, 3:30, and most of the games start at 4. So just had a little update notification ready, so that way when it drops, it drops.
I'll make sure I give you mine on my lunch break.
Absolutely, for sure. Going into the news, NBA, nothing really newsworthy as far as that's need to talk about right now. Season has kicked in. It's been pretty swell.
Pretty lucrative.
Pretty swell and lucrative right now. NCAA. Right now, we are going into week 11.
Yeah.
It's nothing too significant outside of the Michigan news, which we covered. They're trying to really figure out what to do with Michigan at this point.
Did your opinion about it change from last week?
No changes.
Yeah,
I think the only update, if you want to know before you
Let me hear
if yours thought, because I don't know if you saw it. I think I saw it today. The Big Ten like conference as a conference, they're pushing for the Big Ten president to force an action.
Make a decision.
Yeah. So I want to say the max they can give as a conference is a 2-game suspension.
Right. But they got to deem them guilty first.
Right.
Also, I do think that if this team is guilty of cheating, there's no way that they're allowed in the playoffs.
So, and that's a question that I do want to have. Something that we can talk about really quick, because I was thinking about that. So, if that team was caught cheating, right, which we've known that this has been public, and they said that a lot of the Big Ten teams already knew this, like had prior knowledge, and was already changing up stuff. It just became public for us a couple of weeks ago. If they do found them, like if they do say, hey, yeah, y'all guilty, which they say sign stealing is not illegal, but the manner of which how they
The way
did
you're
it
going about doing it
is
is very
illegal.
immoral. So.
Right. So, would you say if they are found guilty, or if they say, okay, this is what we're gonna say, would you say, hey, let's keep Michigan out of the playoffs?
Yeah. And that hurts the team though. Like I feel bad for the boys who's
For the
not
players,
involved, but
right.
it come with, you make a decision and you represent this school, you represent this team. The team got to be punished for that.
And that's the fine line as where it sucks, because that's where my thoughts.
Because I always go back to Reggie Bush.
You go.
I always go back to Reggie
I still
Bush.
feel like that's still stupid anyway.
It's very
I don't
stupid.
feel like that's even
But
that should be a thing right now.
No, it shouldn't be. You're right. But this is what
But
they're
that's the
capable
rules.
of.
Yes. That's
since he
SMU.
found him guilty of this,
Yep.
none of your games counted.
SMU.
Oh yeah, they
had the
call
death
that
penalty.
The death penalty.
Yeah. They won't give Michigan a death penalty.
They can't.
They can't. The program is
It's too
big.
lucrative for the NCAA.
Yeah, absolutely.
They couldn't do it.
They can't give them a death penalty.
I just don't think that if this team is guilty of cheating, they should have a chance at the playoffs. Shouldn't have a chance at the Big Ten championship and possibly a bowl game.
Which sucks, because this might be their best team
In a
under
long
Jim
time.
Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And in a long time.
Yeah.
Because
And they were good last year.
They were good last year, and even with them supposedly sign stealing, if we go back and watch some of these games lately, I mean, if you had time to change them up and you know the plays, like you know what it is, they still out there being dominant. So it just sucks for the athletes.
It does.
You know what I mean? For you to be punished for your coach's behavior.
Yeah.
So, but that is life,
this
right?
might be Harbaugh's last year
in
as
college.
a college coach.
Yeah.
He going back to the league.
Yeah, he like, man, I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this.
Raiders gonna call him.
And he gonna answer, hello?
Depending on what
looking
Antonio Pierce do with the rest of the season.
I hope he balls out, and we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, well,
we're
I'm gonna save my thoughts for this week.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Look at us getting carried away with conversation.
Getting carried away. Outside of that news, there's really nothing newsworthy besides the Heisman, which we're gonna go into our Dawg Money Heisman watch.
I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. Every dog have his day, man. Every dog.
Nothing has changed, honestly. Still got Michael Penix Jr. Still got J.J. McCarthy. Still got Jordan Travis, who is still just winning. You know, with
so weird.
It's just crazy.
How are y'all doing this so quietly?
It's like it's quiet, but it's not quiet. Like they number 4, but it's not. But it's quiet. It's a weird.
Bro,
like
nobody is talking about that.
man. Then you got Bo
quietly
Nix.
win a national championship. That's
Man, it's crazy.
shout out to
they
y'all
really
for
that
throwing
good
out there a couple weeks ago because that's crazy.
They,
Dog.
man. Then you got Bo Nix, and then you have. To me, I still feel like Marvin Harrison Jr. is
He got to
in
be
the
in
talks.
the conversation.
He's in the conversation.
It's sad we can't talk about Caleb no more.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well. Should have stayed in Oklahoma. Oklahoma ain't never let you cry like
Look,
that.
I mean, they would have let him cry this weekend too.
Hey, since we talking about that, how you feel about all the talk that or the pushback he been getting about just him crying on the field like that?
Bro, okay.
As a person who
for
loves
me.
the sport,
For me, as a player, as a former player, as a person that just loved the sport, I feel like that's appropriate.
yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with him crying. Like they more so clowning him because he was crying to his mama. But you know how it is, man. Whether you go to your mama or your grandma,
I definitely cried to
you
my
see your
pops.
mama, your grandma, your daddy, they gonna do this, and then you gonna be like.
Soon as they say it's okay.
It's okay. There you go.
Like,
It's
why
done.
you say that?
It's not like it's
Here
a
comes
wrap.
the waterworks.
It's a wrap, bro. I mean, I can honestly say, my senior year, I cried when we lost our last game.
Yeah, of course.
Because, in a sense, you think about it, this is technically his. I believe this is his senior year, in a sense, playing wise.
he's not
like,
coming back to
He's
college.
not coming back. Like, you just literally watch yourself 1 week lose out on a chance to compete for the national championship.
For everything.
The next week, you lost your chance of winning another Heisman. And then this week, you still had a chance to compete for the Pac-12 championship, and now that's gone. What you playing for?
A bowl game that you're not finna show up
That
to?
you're not playing in.
You're not showing up to that.
So, going back before I ask this question, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's appropriate? What do you think?
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's probably because I've done it.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like anybody who will, I mean, of course, we're going to laugh because you're crying on TV, bro.
I ain't laugh, man. I felt this pain.
Nah, I laughed at the memes.
I
I laughed at some of the memes, but I felt his pain, bro. I just feel like a lot of folks who, like, just,
They don't understand.
they don't understand because they're not athletes.
And when you dedicate, I mean, and even if you want to talk about if you can't understand as an athlete, you should be able to understand if you've been dedicated to something before, that when you lose it,
It hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts, bro.
and that's a emotion you going
Anything you commit yourself to and it just
You
doesn't
put
work
all
out the
the-
way that you want it
man.
to, it hurts, bro.
all of that time, all of that effort. So, going back to a question we had.
Hold on, I'm about to tear up real quick, my damn self. Thank God for these shades, bro. Go ahead, man. Don't laugh at me, bro.
Come on, man.
I'm not Caleb. Don't laugh at me. I'll slap you with this glass, nigga.
Oh man, come on, man.
Come on. Come on, while I got dry eyes. Let's go.
Going back to our conversation a couple of weeks ago. As Caleb Williams, what you doing? You playing out the year? You getting ready for the
Yeah,
NFL?
you play out the year. You have to. You got to get rid of that image. Because, like, they're never going to let you forget it.
Like I said 2 weeks ago.
And if you love the sport, playing shouldn't be difficult.
Like I
you
said
still
2
want to be
weeks
worried
ago.
of, like, injuries and stuff, too, though.
Like I said 2 weeks ago,
Either way,
especially right now.
Either way, he can draft it first.
You better give me put them M's before that coward.
You're not playing.
I am done. At this point, you literally playing for a bowl game that
nothing.
you're not even going to play in.
So you think he plays this week?
I don't know. That's why I'm kind of. I personally think that he plays this week, and this week.
He gets sad at halftime.
No. We gonna get it You want to hold that thought?
Yeah.
Because now I had a thought about
Who they
this.
got this week?
I'm gonna get it to you once we get into the weekend review.
All right, bet.
All right, so we good off of the Heisman talk. College football rankings has not changed. No changes. Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, Florida State number 4, Washington, Oregon. Now, going into the weekend preview, just to kind of get back into what we was talking about. USC out of the top 25, out of contention for the Pac-12 championship. You got Caleb Williams, who knows he's basically up out of there. You know what I'm saying? You asked, is he playing this weekend? My thoughts. They play this weekend, Oregon. At Oregon.
They 15-point dogs, too.
15-point dogs. Now, am I playing this weekend? Absolutely. You know why? And I'm going to be in that locker room. You mother better get it together.
What Denzel say?
You think you can do this to me? You mother...
You mother better get it. You mother lovers better get it together. Because I tell you what, we got to fix this.
It's a huge morale boost if they can really go out there and win versus Oregon right
If
now.
you go out there and win versus Oregon, guess what? Oregon is out of the national championship conversation. They at number 6 right now.
You got to leave here with something.
You got to leave here with something. I mean, if I'm gonna leave here with something, that got to be the something you
So
leave with.
who'll be top dog of the Pac-12? Washington and
Washington.
right
Right now, Washington and Oregon is top dog of the Pac-12.
Okay.
Right now. So right now, Oregon is the top dog of the Pac-12. So you already had Washington beat Oregon. Now, if USC can come through, which is one of the games of the week that we're going to watch, if USC can come through and beat Oregon as a 15-point dog, and Caleb Williams have a good game, oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, if he win that game, he not playing no more.
We good. We good.
Because how many other games left on the schedule after that?
After that,
What, they had like 12, 13 weeks?
after that, yeah, it should be 2 more games left on the schedule after
then
that.
the
and I
Pac-12
want to say,
championship.
I think the only other game that they would have to, that he may want to stick around and play, would be, I want to say they still have UCLA on the schedule.
I don't think he care about that too much.
I mean, at this point, you might as well play it out, bro.
Yeah,
If you play Washington,
sound like me.
at this point, but because you got to play Oregon, who is number 6, I'm playing that game.
Yeah.
And then you got UCLA the next week, which is a rival. You might as well play that. Because then you're done. They're done. Because remember, they had that early game.
So
in
like
the
I
season.
say, you should finish the season out.
Yeah, he might as well.
All right, I just wanted you to agree with me.
He might as well. At this point,
say
just because he played last week, so he might as well this week.
Yeah, that sucked though.
Yeah, that loss sucked.
That defense,
Trash.
trash.
What did we say? You come to the end of the season and find out you're still sorry. You're still sorry. God, dog.
Sorry.
Man, so other games of this weekend that were really great to watch. Bama versus LSU.
Yeah, I was 100% wrong about that one.
I'm glad you said it.
150% wrong on that. I think that was more biased, bro, because I can't watch Alabama in the first half no more.
They do
You never know what you're going to get with Alabama.
They do exactly the opposite in the first half.
Not this past weekend. Foot to ass.
They
First quarter to last.
They say, yeah, let's put together the whole game.
But
Let's do it.
you can kind of expect them to do that versus LSU. Or at least come out there and play a full game versus LSU.
Yeah, absolutely.
I miss when those Alabama LSU games was like 3-0 at halftime.
Them straight dog fights.
Those defensive games, I love watching those.
Them straight dog fights right there. The other game that was really good to watch, Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State.
For who?
Not necessarily for you. I know you was
not for
pretty
me.
sad
I was
about
pretty
that.
pissed.
I hate that them fools went out there and lost. Like, you leaving the Big 12, and they already wanted you to lose.
Yeah.
And you gave Oklahoma State what they wanted. You let them leave with a
Discredit
win.
to Oklahoma State, though,
Yeah.
because that running game out there is crazy.
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 It went after the first, 2 games of
I
this
think
year?
they got the leading rusher in the nation right now.
Yes.
What's his name?
I can't even remember. But
I forgot his name.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's solid, though.
Yeah. So now, Oklahoma's out of the natty talks. They
were
technically
never in it, though.
just kind of mid-season. It was a little bit of whispers.
After the Texas win.
Yeah. But now you have the Big 12 title that you can still play for.
Hell yeah.
You think they're going to get it?
I hope so.
I hope they're going to get it.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I want to play Texas again.
Do you feel like that Texas now that you guys lost to Oklahoma State, but Oklahoma State has literally been on a rise for the last couple of weeks, and then you took that other loss, do you feel like
And they got a nice backup.
Texas win, that Texas loss to Oklahoma looks a little bit more weak as far as conversation for possible national champion?
Because everybody's aware that you get different teams every week.
Okay.
Because look at the NFL.
Right. Oh, this trash.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
The Dolphins beat the Broncos 70 to whatever they allowed them to score. That same team that got that gave up 70 points beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, exactly.
And the same Chiefs beat the Dolphins in Germany.
Beat the Dolphins in Germany.
Oh, I woke up pissed off.
You woke up and just woke up to an L.
I was just like up early, and I was gonna bet on. I was gonna take the Dolphins points though. I was gonna take the Dolphin points, and like as I'm doing it, I'm tired, bro. I just hit on Keno. I'm celebrating that. I'm going to sleep. I wake up at like right before halftime. Like, what happened? Like, when did they forget how to throw the ball? But you got. We'll talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it because
that's
I
a
got
good
to get
defense
to
they
my
got in Kansas City, bro.
man.
They earn my
Their
respect.
defense is really, really good.
They earn my respect.
Back to college, Texas A&M versus Ole Miss was a. Did you watch that one?
I did
you
not
catch
watch
any of that?
I did not watch that one.
Okay, so I caught like after half of that. That game was crazy. Like literally, they was going back and forth. And low key,
I tried to
Ole Miss
watch
is
it
a
when you
little
like hit
sleeper.
me about it, but I was busy.
It was probably like the fourth quarter though when I hit you. So
Yeah, I was taking pictures.
And then outside of that, UNLV 7-2 right now.
Coop got them boys in the shape, man.
56-14 beat down of New Mexico. 7-2. So if which we have Wyoming this weekend, tomorrow actually, Friday. So
Well, not tomorrow, but Friday.
Friday. I'm thinking that it's Thursday.
Yeah.
These days,
Yeah, Thursday.
ever since the time change, it's been crazy.
I actually
But-
like UNLV to cover that 5.5.
You like them to cover that 5.5?
at the crib.
Man, 8
We play so good at the crib.
8-2?
I might go.
8-2.
You trying to go?
Friday night. Let me see. Hit me up. Let me see what I got to
Well,
work
you the
with.
plug. I have to hit you up.
Hit me up. Let me see what I.
No, take a shit.
Hit me up. Let me see what I got to work with. But UNLV 7-2, still in the conversation for the Mountain West Championship. So winning against Wyoming would go a big way for us. There.
I think they should too, bro.
And they should. I think they should too. They've been playing really. Man, I feel like although Barry Odom came in, took them to another level, I still feel like right now, either way, that team would have been solid like this year because they had the makings last year and the year before to just be doing this. So shout out to them boys out there balling. Games of the week to watch out for this weekend. You got Michigan State versus Penn State, which is a pivotal game because if Penn State can come out as +5 underdogs and win, it don't even matter what else Michigan talking about.
Penn State at
All
the
the-
crib though, right?
They're at home.
I'm still trying to figure out
And
why
I'm
they
sure it's going to be a
dogs.
whiteout
I'm still trying to figure out why they dogs.
because it's Michigan.
Wait. Oh, I thought you said Michigan State. I'm tripping.
No, because it's Michigan. And that's a game that
You see them
Michigan has to
winning
get
that-
past them
You
and
see
then
them winning
see
at home?
Penn State? No.
Not against Michigan.
No, not against
I
Michigan.
really thought you said Michigan State.
Oh, yeah. If it was Michigan State, that'd be cheeks.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, why are they dogs?
Yeah, that'll be cheeks.
Shows
but-
I didn't get ready for this show. I ain't look at no college spreads. They've been hurting my feelings.
Hey, they've been too wild, man. I think worse than the NFL. But
I think that Oklahoma loss just really took its toll on me.
I didn't even hit you up after that.
You knew
I
better.
was like,
You knew better.
The homie over here, he ain't said not a peep. Not a peep.
And I won some money Saturday. I didn't even
You
care
didn't
about
say
it.
not a peep.
I didn't say a word.
But Michigan versus Penn State, this is going to be a pivotal matchup between the two because Penn State literally has a chance to silence all Michigan noise. And
When was the last time they beat Michigan? Do you know?
I don't know. And that'll be something I have to look up.
Yeah.
That'll be something to get to know. But I know they ain't, I don't feel like it's, what do you think? At Penn State, you think that Michigan walks away with a win?
I believe so, yeah.
I feel like they can easily cover that
Regardless of
5.
what's going on surrounding the campus and all this stuff, no.
I feel like they can easily cover
I think
5.
it's going to be an easy win for Michigan again.
Yeah, they eyes are on Penn State this week, but they didn't have Ohio State the next week.
My thing is, if Penn State wins, it's going to be because, or what they're going to say is because of all the stuff going on about the allegations and stuff.
That and they're gonna say, yeah, we changed our sign, so you didn't get to steal.
Yeah, see.
So you got that aspect of it. The next game, you got Miami versus Florida State. So for Miami has been kind of one of those teams that you start great the season and just, last time I checked, it was -14 Florida State. In-state rival. Big time rival.
Now, against the spread, though,
You like Miami?
I do.
Now, do you see a chance of an upset?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
No, but you like the
think so.
14.
I like the 14.
Okay. Because that would be the only shot that, Florida State is up out of the national championship talk.
I wonder what the first half lines are, because out the gate, Miami be balling, bro.
Probably going to be like 7.5,
They gotta
maybe
be.
8. I can see that. Yeah,
Well,
Miami
you never get a flat rate at the half. You always
Yeah,
got
it's
a
like
hook.
8.5
And
usually.
I don't think you can buy the hooks down for a half
You
point
can.
bet.
On Boyd, at least.
Oh, I don't know about Will Hill.
Yeah, on Boyd, I know.
You can do all kind of stuff. We was talking about the alternate spreads.
Man, I got to stay away from Will Hill for a second.
Why?
I was undisciplined with them.
Oh, I told you why though, bro.
It's just too much action.
Let me tell y'all about Chubbs.
That's just too much.
So Chubbs will give me on a good week, he'll give me 15 picks. I like these. In the back of my mind, this fool about to put in 15 bets. You bet on everything you like. You're not gonna parlay everything. You ain't no fool. But I know if you got a parlay in, but you told me you like this, you got money on that somewhere.
Somehow. Somehow. It's a parlay somewhere up in there with all them picks on it.
Even if it's a straight.
Yeah, you already know it.
I've seen you put in a straight for $5 because you said you like it. Just to have some action on it. Talk about hit me another one.
Hey,
you know you love
that's real though.
stuff.
Hey, that's real. Hey,
That's funny.
That's great observation, dog. Because that's why I was like, I got to stop
I was
messing
trying to
with them
save
for a
it
minute.
till after the season
Man.
was on. Like, I caught on to what you be doing.
Nah. That's why I be hitting y'all up like, hey, man, give me some games to study.
Because when I
so
found out you
nothing else
started
to look
doing
at.
straight bets on player props, I'm like, yeah, he betting on everything he like.
Unless I got myself on the cap, then I'm like, all right, I got to figure out which ones I really like.
But when you on the cap, that's when I know you be like, okay, let me just throw $5 on this.
Yeah.
Bro, you told me you had a $7 straight bet one day. I said, okay,
I told you that today, just because.
How many bets you got in today?
It was 2.
I remember the first time you told me you had a bet in like that. I said, okay, he probably got 12 tickets in. Next thing you know, he hit on all platforms. William Hill, boy, he had a paper ticket and FanDuel.
all of them here because I had something on all of them. Hey.
I said, this boy going stupid McNupit today.
Hey, that one today though, I had $5 on it? No, $7 on it. That was for the.
That was on the Parlizzle though.
No, that was on the straight. I took that
okay.
on the straight, and I put $2 on the parlay just to have something.
Hey,
that's
I
one of
get
them
it,
ones
though.
where I put
Sometimes-
all those people on there.
Sometimes you got to do it just to make sure you stay into the game.
Yes. So I can pay
Especially
attention.
hockey, bro. If I'm watching hockey, I have to have money on the line.
Yeah, because otherwise you're not paying attention.
Otherwise, I'm not paying attention.
I literally, for NBA, if I tell you if I say, hey, I really like this person for $1,000 or something. My bankroll ain't crazy right now. You know what I mean? We ain't no, like, I be seeing some guys, man, that throw out like $1,000 on I don't have $1,000 just to throw
trick like that.
Throw away and lose and be like, I'm
raise.
cool with losing that right now. You know what I mean? One day, but not right now. But
You never put in a $1,000 bet?
no.
I did it once, right?
No, I wouldn't have the courage right now.
I did it once. Only because I was like, man, this is a for show. Oh, I was sweating. Sweating. Bro, I wouldn't look at my phone. I had to stop watching the game, bro, because I was stressed.
Did you go take a nap? You know, normally
At halftime, bro,
you take a nap.
I was up at halftime, but they gave away a point like right before the half, and that team got the ball back. I was like, okay, let me just take a quick nap.
Take a nap. You can't even sleep because you just like.
Bro, I woke up and it was a lot closer than I wanted it to be for comfort. I won the bet, but I've never done that again. I think after that, the biggest bet I put in was like 500, and I sweated that too.
Yeah, one day. I mean, we'll get to that point.
One day I
want
to make that like that's my unit.
Yeah,
$1,000. Let's bet it.
You make $1,000 unit. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like that's wild. You got some money just to be blowing. But you know that one that you was talking about today, it was just it was a straight bet. Laurie Markkinen.
I bet you put in on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a straight bet. Laurie Markkinen for 24.5. He finished the game with 24. So I got cooked by the hook. You know what I mean? And then I had a $1 in. This is the ones that I just got to
put in the $1 straight.
$1. But this is
wanted to watch the game.
This is so I can watch. See, I do that one. That's right there. I said $35 for Kyle Kuzma $1 to get him to get 35 points. This fool finished with 33 though. But it was for plus 1,000.
I just think it's funny that you put these in and like on Saturday nights. Oh yeah, man, I hit him for 1,800 today.
Hey, cause you gotta take the chances sometimes, bro. Cause when you got that feeling, sometimes it comes through.
No, dead ass.
You know what I mean? But going back to that college football top games, you got Tennessee versus Mizzou. I think that's about a mid game. They're about, I want to say 13 and 12 rankings wise. So
the spread been jumping back and forth.
Back and forth. One to one each side. Yeah. So that's a game that I'm gonna probably stay away.
If I do it, I want to catch Tennessee at the Dawg at +1. It'll probably be a pick on Saturday though, because I'll quit jumping around.
Honestly, I got to see what the over under is on that game.
Who's at the crib?
Mizzou, because Mizzou be putting up points, bro.
Nah, Mizzou can ball.
Mizzou puts up points. Tennessee can ball. So it's like
I think they're like more evenly matched than anybody else in that division. Though.
Absolutely. And that over under is at 58.5. So,
well, they're SEC. Mizzou is Big 12. So.
No, Mizzou SEC.
SEC now?
Yeah, they've been SEC. So,
oh shit.
Yeah, they got the same. You thinking about the days of Brandon Cooks? Wasn't he at Mizzou? No.
Nah, when old boy from out here was out there, played quarterback at Apollo.
Yeah.
He a coach now. I forget the name of his school. I feel bad because I was just talking about him now.
Gosh, dog it. I got it too, but I just lost it. But going back to the top games, you got Utah versus Washington. That's going to be a good game because you have Washington, who is 9.5 point favorites, and they are right on that bubble. So it's an important game for them. They can't slack off.
Because they on that bubble is why they're going to cover that 9.5.
I like that.
Watch them win by 10.
Right, on the money, right? So I like Washington for sure. Because Utah
ain't no
they not, but they also play better at home. Yeah. So they going to Washington. So that's a game that you have to have.
So smooth, bro.
Man.
There ain't nobody walking in there really expecting to win.
Man.
Not right now.
Man, it's rocking up in that joint. You got Ole Miss versus Georgia. Minus 10.5 for Georgia. This might be the lowest spread that I've seen on Georgia.
14
and maybe
was
like
the lowest, and now it's 10.5.
Maybe like 3 or 4 years since that run that I had on Georgia when Kirby first got there.
Oh yeah, the first championship year.
Yes. I think this is like the lowest spread that I've ever seen on them in 3 years, easily. So, I don't know, man. That game is a little spooky for Georgia because you got an Ole Miss team that can put up
Put up
points.
so many points.
They put up points. And then...
And they also come from the same pedigree.
Yep.
They all coming from that umbrella of Nick Saban.
Yep, absolutely.
And they've all coached together at one point.
Yep, absolutely. So you kind of know their tendencies of each other.
You finna make me take Ole Miss money line.
I was...
For $5.
Hey, did you hear where I was going with it in my mind?
$5.
I'm going to put $5 on it. Hey, I'm going to put $5 on that. In my mind, I was thinking that when I was like, dang, this is a good game, you know? I looked at the spread. I think it was like plus 450.
We definitely need to have a conversation about the points before kickoff, though.
No, for sure.
Yeah, so we'll meet at the round table.
We definitely got to have a roundtable meeting this week. I feel like this could be a great week to...
Aliante?
Absolutely.
Let's get it.
Last game of that weekend to watch, USC versus Oregon, what we was talking about earlier. Low key, might have to throw $5 on that money line too.
So it's $5 a unit now?
Look, just because, you know, that wasn't...
I'm about to just go throw 10 units on the parlay, bro.
Just go.
From here on out, when you talk about $5, it's a unit.
Man, for real. Look, yeah, I'm going to just go throw that on there just to see. You know what I mean? Caleb might come in with that mindset. The defense might come in. They did fire their defensive coordinator.
Bro, they really can win this ball game, bro.
Yeah.
You just have to outscore these motherfuckers.
Yeah. And it can be done.
Yeah. That defense was just cheap. You think it was coaching or personnel?
I feel like it's a bit of both. I feel like they have some dogs on that defense, but I feel like they missing some pieces. But at the same time, it could very well be coaching.
My thing is, I think you need to fix that pass rush.
Yes.
You can fix that pass rush. You can hide a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because that secondary is actually
that secondary
really nice.
Ain't.
It's some. They have some dogs in that secondary.
They just need like another second or two to just stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that defensive line's supposed to give it to you,
and they ain't doing it.
No, folks is like sitting in the pocket comfortable.
You know what? I might have to throw 5 on that too, just to
make it 7.
Just make it 7.
Make it
1.5
units.
Out of all of those games, if you were to take one game, and this ain't even on there, no matter what, point spread as a dog or point spread as a favorite or underlying dog, if you had one game out of the top 25 weekend to watch games that you're going to take, what's the one you taking?
Can I give you 2?
Give me 2. I might agree with you on both of them.
I'm going to take the plus 15 for USC.
Okay.
And honestly, I have to go... Damn, I want to say Michigan, bro, but let's go Washington.
Okay, so you agree. I agree on you with the Washington. I feel like Washington truly can win by at least 14 at minimum. Yeah. That's minimum. And this is just minimum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just straight watching, knowing what they've done, knowing what they have in front of them.
And that snowball effect is crazy, bro.
Knowing that Michigan is playing a good team. You know what I mean? Knowing that Oregon is playing USC.
And you have to dominate so that way there's no shadow of a doubt.
Yes.
Regardless of what happened in these other games.
Absolutely.
We still top dog in this month.
Yeah.
This thing.
So I would say I agree with you on that minus 9.5 for Washington. The other one that I was going to say, which you said you might, but I like, Michigan minus 5.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
All day.
I feel like in the back of their players' minds.
Hell of a 3-leg parlay right now.
What?
We just gave away a nice
Yeah, we probably write that down so we can remember to take that.
I remember it.
Okay.
Trust me, I got it right here.
Because I really feel like Michigan, right, at this moment where they are at this moment where they're at, no matter what, the players still feel like, yeah, our coach might have got some tips and tricks from videos, but we still got to put out so that we can shut y'all up.
Right.
We still a really good team. We still a really good squad. We still really great
average,
players.
They're really giving away a touchdown a game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, give me that 5.
Give me that 5, right? Give me that 5. I might push it up and give me 14 on it just to just to do something
For
stupid.
sure, alternate spreading it so I know I win, bro. I haven't lost one yet.
Alternate spreading
I
is a
think
thing, bro.
I might put together an alternate spread parlay.
Just off of these?
No, not just
Oh,
period.
just
For
yeah,
the weekend.
absolutely. I got a few more that
I bet you I win though.
I got a few more I like that I'll give it to you. But going over to NFL talk, and that was our college talk. Dogs of the week. So there was truly one dog this weekend, but I have
two in my eyes.
There was two for sure.
There was
but
two in my eyes.
Who was the two?
The first one has to be CJ.
Has to be CJ as a rookie.
That's a rookie.
470.
What?
5.
I know the Panthers are like,
Woo.
what the hell did we just do?
I mean, Bryce Young
But
was bad.
you gotta think about it too though. Houston was ready for a quarterback.
Yes.
Panthers aren't.
Panthers need to.
But
they gave away they
gave away bro.
DJ Moore.
They gave away a lot. And like I said earlier in the season, bro, I just feel you have to be prepared to take somebody that early in the draft. Like look at all the bust people that we consider busts.
Yeah.
Taking quarterbacks in the first few picks.
And I don't feel like Bryce Young has been bad. He
No,
just
I
don't
don't
have
think
the help.
he's on a terrible team. It has no support.
They're not built well.
They're not built. Houston was built and they were ready for a quarterback.
And they gave up.
The Colts were not ready for a quarterback.
No, they weren't.
And they're playing so much better now that he's gone.
You know what? I would say they were ready for a quarterback, but I don't think they were ready for that quarterback.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
But think about how good that they're playing now that he's not on the field no more either. Watch him get lost in the system, like I said last season.
I don't think he's going to get lost in the system.
I hope not.
But-
'Cause I actually like that dude, bro.
But
I don't like
feel
his
like
rap though.
the injuries
He
might
can't rap
pile
to
up. I haven't listened to it. I haven't listened.
Don't.
I haven't listened to it.
Don't.
I forgot he did put out an album, right?
Don't.
I might have to listen to it. So who's the other dog? So I agree for sure.
My other dog
CJ
is going to have to
Stroud.
be Joshua Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs. Absolutely.
Hey, the smartest man in the NFL.
Definitely.
Yeah, bro.
I want to say he technically is.
Yeah,
like
he's-
based off of
no,
when he
he-
came out of Tennessee, right? The
Do you know what
IQ?
he's studying right now?
What?
I can't even pronounce it because I had so much to drink today. He's a like astrophysicist.
Astrophysicist? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that fool's smart.
Yeah, so he was talking about stuff that he has to study for, and also like
Wait,
reading-
so he's currently in school
yes,
right now.
currently in school still. He's not a full-time quarterback nowhere. He's a journeyman, bro. He's played on like 5 or 6 different teams since he left Tennessee.
What made him a dog though this week?
For him to go to an entirely new team,
Did not have not one snap.
the only people he can name is the people you keep hearing on TV. Addison.
He don't even know his lineman's
Bro,
name.
he don't know none of them, dog. And I went out there and came from behind and won. Hey,
As a backup.
We've been on this for 2 seasons now.
Yes.
In both seasons, we have talked about how he needs his respect.
No, absolutely.
We started when he was in Tennessee. He beat us in Tennessee,
Yep.
and then
Then beat us in Arizona.
beat us in Arizona. Wow, I forgot about that.
Then beat us in Arizona.
Beat us in Arizona.
Do we play the Vikings this year?
Oh, hope not.
We can't lose in the same year.
Oh, that's
It's
crazy.
like,
Now I
wait a
gotta look.
minute.
That
Like,
is
wait a
wild.
minute.
I
Like,
never
hey,
thought about that.
wait a minute. Nah, we don't play them this year, dog.
But yeah, hey, but like going back to CJ though, I'm so glad that CJ had the week that he had
Yes.
because it kept me from getting set up to get kicked out of my league again.
Were you on the bubble this week?
Well, with the last 2 weeks that I had, I had to do something big, and I
Right.
couldn't I put in a few bids so I can get some better players, but I lost. But I still got a lot of money. I lost some money to.
So you might need to just put it out a little bit
Here's
more.
my
now.
thing though.
You waiting.
Everybody else going broke.
So you trying to get that. You trying to maintain and get that splash
Yeah.
that you truly
Because
need
if the
when
person
you win
that
and need it.
look, I'm looking forward to Josh losing this week. I know you listening, Josh. I'm sorry, bro, but Josh's roster is stacked, and for him to have a
Who
bad
does he
week last
have?
week, bro. Hold on, dog.
Why you pulling that up?
I'm about to read Josh's roster right now.
Why you pulling that up? I want to mention CJ's real
While I'm
quick.
looking for it, let me tell you what Nelson did, because Nelson got kicked out the league last week.
I know he did something crazy.
Nelson the poorest sport, bro.
And Nelson, you listening too.
I know Nelson listening too. Nelson listening before I do.
Okay, so what he do?
Bro, so Nelson's like, man, I'm not leaving this
And
league,
he played
bro.
you this week, right?
No, there's no head-to-head matchup.
Okay.
He was the one that got released last week.
Okay.
And all his players got sent back to free agency. He was like, man, I'm finna just pick up a whole bunch of sorry dudes just so I can get some action. Bro, ain't nobody thinking about that. So come Sunday afternoon, we looking like, bro, why Nelson got points? Nelson went back and picked up Kenny Pickett.
Just so he could get some points.
Just so he can have some action going in the league. I'm like, bro, you gone.
We had to kick.
Bro, I felt so bad to kick him out of the league again. I sent him the GIF with Nino Brown about when he was about to kill G Money. Like, bro, don't make me kick you out again, bro.
Don't make me do this
Hurt the
again.
first time. Don't make me do it the third.
Hey, that's wild, bro.
Yeah,
that's
I love
wild.
Nels, bro. He's so funny for that.
That's wild. So, how many more are left in your league?
There's 5 left in our league.
Wow.
And let me see.
Wow.
Josh changed his name.
5 left.
Let me tell you what Josh roster looking like right now, bro. He had Joe Burrow. He got Kamara. He got Derrick Henry, Debo, T. Higgins, Schultz, Pollard. Dallas defense,
Schultz.
Justin Tucker. Last week he also had Tyreek Hill, Wilson with the Jets, Olave, Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Josh Jacobs, Tua, and Kyron Williams. He's still on IR though. But like, bro, he's
So
like,
you hoping for him to take
I'm hoping for him to take another L.
Let me
Like,
go
bro,
and scoop up them players.
I need half of these people
Dawg
because
Schultz.
they not finna have like shitty seasons now.
Nah.
Yeah, bro, I need some of this. But he
before-
probably not gonna go because
his roster is nice. I ain't gonna lie
his
to you.
roster's very nice, but he's also broke.
Oh.
He the one that kept winning all the bids. He don't got $1 left.
No dollars.
No dollars.
I mean, at this point, he don't truly
He
need it.
asked me the other day if he can borrow. Like, nah, bro, it's called a budget for a reason.
I didn't know you could borrow in
And
fantasy.
he was like, man, let me borrow some points. I said, you can borrow some of them points Nelson put up.
Oh, man.
Hey, this league fun though, dog.
Hey, we definitely doing it next year as a dog money thing. We definitely gonna do that next year as a dog money thing. Make it a big thing. Make it a big deal. But
Pause.
Pause. That was.
I'm not throwing a flag. But
Yeah, don't flag me. But going back to the dog of the week, just to put in perspective what these two guys did. C.J. Stroud, so far this season, absolutely the rookie of the year. Like, I don't even think it's
It's not even a question anymore.
I mean, you have Addison, who's still in the conversation, but really, it's C.J. Stroud.
What record did he break?
Like, I mean,
What record has he breaking?
he out here doing his thing.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
He's having a
Conversation.
great year.
Yeah. So, but C.J.
Backing up
Stroud,
Justin.
C.J. Stroud is low key. Like them stats this year is MVP type of stats. Like offensive player of the year.
Low key.
Like not rookie of the year, offensive player of the year stats. So far, right now, just to put it in perspective, he is 173 for 279, 2,270 yards,
Already at 2.
14 touchdowns to 1 interception. Right? So who do we normally think about when you think about the dog, the top guys?
Patrick
like,
Mahomes.
give me one.
Give me his numbers.
So you say Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with Pat. Let's see, are they on a bye week this week?
Everybody's getting compared to Pat.
So we going Patrick Mahomes, right? So far this season, he has thrown the ball. He has completed 229 out of 334 yards passing. 2,442 yards, 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Yeah, and then give me, let me give you one more. Who else balling?
Who else we always talking about? Josh Allen is who they always talking about too?
I'm not
You want
talking
him?
about Josh Allen.
You want his stats? I mean, they always going to give him
Yeah,
like
because he do put up numbers. Let's hear it.
231 for 324 so far, 2,423 yards passing, 18 touchdowns to 9 interceptions.
How many interceptions CJ got?
Mind you, he got Stephon Diggs back there.
How many interceptions CJ got?
Uno.
Just keep that out there.
Just throwing that out there.
remember that.
So just to see the like how he's playing.
He'll
but
never be in official MVP talks because he's in Houston and they've like.
that and because he's a rookie, I feel like they're gonna kind of give him a little slack, a little flack there. But Real quick, bum of the week. Bum of the week. I got one for you.
You give me yours and I'll give you mine.
Geno Smith.
Ooh.
They been calling it. You better answer because you is terrible right now. I can't believe. Look at.
So you must also be a bum for betting on Geno.
Yes. I'm one of them bum believers.
Hey, bro.
Look,
it's
this
weird,
week,
bro.
though.
It's hard to bet. It's hard to bet on, and it's hard to bet against the Ravens. I just leave them off my tickets because, like,
If you take them,
you never really know what you're gonna get from them.
if you take them, they're gonna do opposite of what you need them
so
to do. If you go against them, that's exactly why I went against them because they do the opposite when
they're
they
my
take
favorite AFC team, bro.
Same.
So I really don't want to mess with them.
Same.
But like when you bet against them, all bad. When you bet on them, all bad.
But it's so wild. Like you would think that with the defensive personnel that they have in Seattle, with the offensive personnel that they have in Seattle, that you couldn't.
They should have been able to make something shake.
You couldn't keep like that wasn't.
They should have been able to keep up
But it wasn't even close
at all.
Like it
I also picked up Kenny Walker. Did nothing for me.
did nothing.
Did nothing.
Did nothing for me.
I picked up Lockett and dropped Metcalf. Did matter.
nothing.
Didn't matter.
That final score was
didn't play
3-37, bro.
Did they even show up?
I don't
the
think
kicker
so.
did.
The kicker, obviously, he was there by himself playing. I took them. They were the only team, literally, to kill me on the teaser and then kill me on the 3-team
They
parlay.
killed me on the 5-leg, and I went, guess what? 4 out of 5 again.
Yeah. It's been wild. It's been wild.
It's all good.
Who is your bum of the week?
I'm gonna have to say the women's LSU basketball team.
Okay.
Out the gate, like
Out the gate.
You've been kicking it too much in this offseason celebrating your win, but you didn't. It seems like they wasn't getting to business as far as training and preparing themselves. Because I went to that game.
It was a bad showing.
Yeah, it was terrible. I felt like they played Colorado and they looked like they were the only people in the building that didn't deserve to be there.
Wow.
It looked pretty bad.
I hope they take that L. Like,
I hope that L was like a early
motivation.
wake up call,
Like super early.
Yeah, because they coming for y'all.
because it wasn't even close when I saw the final score. Like they beat them by like what 20 points.
Yeah, it was bad.
So like by them playing and losing by 20 points, did it even feel even that close while you was watching the game?
No, it looked like they were blowing them girls out.
Man,
Colorado.
that's crazy.
But since we talk about women's basketball right now, what's old girl name in South Carolina?
You gotta say, I mispronounce names, and I don't want to mispronounce her name because South Carolina off top. I told you that one episode that I love South Carolina because of Don Staley and how she coaches.
Yeah,
and they are in that conversation.
She let this dog off the leash though.
What's her name? How do you say her name?
Is, Malaysia Fuwali, freshman, out there going stupid McNupid.
I heard about her going into the season, and I was just like, man, South Carolina.
Again, I heard about her, but I need to see it. Nah, bro, she probably got the best play that I've seen like on TV in a minute.
Yeah,
so,
man. And then
but
of
yeah,
course,
I'm definitely gonna pay attention to South Carolina.
yeah. And then outside of that, so LSU. I mean, I hope that was an early wake up call for the ladies because they definitely deserved their championship last year. And now you got to turn that page.
But just know now
And
you
get
at the
back-
top. Everybody coming for you.
Yeah,
That's
everybody.
the first time your school won that
First time ever.
for women's basketball. It's the
And
first
men.
time. Men don't have one?
No.
Well, they got him in football, but
Yeah, but not basketball.
not basketball. But yeah, so they coming for y'all now.
So
Especially after all the hype that y'all got in the offseason.
all that NIL,
All that money y'all getting,
all
yeah.
that, all the new
new
locker
facility.
room, new facility.
It look dope, don't it?
Like it looked crazy.
Yeah, it look dope.
It looked crazy, and that's the part of the game. You know what I mean? When you at the top, they coming for you. So I really hope that was a wake up call for them because they have a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah, a bunch
they just
of them.
need to put it together. Going
They'll figure it
over
out.
into NFL preview really quick. We don't want to be too long on this. 3 games that we want to discuss this week. We're going to go first with Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I know we said we ain't betting it. Like, you putting $5 on this game?
Yeah. A unit.
That's going to be you putting $5 on it?
Just a unit.
Okay. So you got the Cleveland Browns playing the Baltimore Ravens in the morning. That's the 10 a.m. game. Your thoughts? Deshaun Watson is playing this week.
I feel like it's a trap, bro.
You feel like it's a trap? I want to say it's 6.5, right? Baltimore
saw it at 6.
Did it go down to 6? Because I saw it at 6.5. Let's check real quick because things change while we on the show. Now it's at 6.
Yeah.
38.5 points.
Honestly, I like the points.
You like the points?
For Cleveland.
Okay.
Given what I know about this division, it's a swing.
It's a dog fight.
It can go either way, but it depends on how I start early.
It definitely depends on how I start early. Just for reference, so Cleveland might be looking to get some get back, right? Mm-hmm. So last season was the last time. I'm sorry, not last season. They met this year early, October 1st. They played and Baltimore won 28-3. So they can be looking for some get back. You got Deshaun Watson, hopefully healthy. That defense over there in Cleveland is going crazy.
They're going nuts right now.
Like Myles Garrett is like a unstoppable dog that's off a leash.
Yeah, and like now they're in rhythm.
They're in rhythm.
That's why I'm like, this week is gonna be. It might be one of the best games on the schedule right now.
That is definitely, to me, probably the best game on the schedule this week.
Because who we looking at for the afternoon game?
Afternoon game, we have Detroit versus the Chargers is what we're looking at. +3 LA at home. Chargers off that big win against the Jets, no matter. Mm-hmm. That defense really is what really put up the show.
It wasn't a real defining win, though.
It wasn't a defining win, but I think for the defense, it was more defining, like, to know that this is what you're capable of.
What about for Justin?
I won't say trash. I would say he did nothing.
Can't hang that hat on, whooping Zach Wilson like that.
But
come on now. Come on, son.
But I will say
what May say.
But I will. What I will say is that defense. Number one, I'm hyped about it because they gave me 26 points on the fantasy.
Oh yeah,
and they actually helped me win that fantasy because I was about to lose that. But that showed you the type of defense they can be. Mm-hmm. Now they just need to put it together against a team that can
score for real.
So and this is going to be a good week. They're underdogs at home.
Montgomery coming back.
You got Detroit, I want to say off of a bye because they didn't play last week, did they?
And Gibbs is rolling right now.
Gibbs is rolling.
And the Lions are coming off a bye, yeah.
Yeah, so the Lions is coming off a bye. You in L.A. I expect a high-scoring game out of this game just because when it matters, the Chargers don't really stop nobody. But
blame the coach for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember we was talking good about him a couple years ago, only because his aggressiveness and fourth downs and stuff like that.
Yeah, he looked totally different right now. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got talked out of being aggressive.
Possibly.
But I don't know.
No, he's still doing it. They just suck.
And Kellen Moore ain't been able to unleash nothing.
4 wins on the season?
Yeah, 4 wins. And they hanging on to trying to stay in that conversation as far as playoff talk. So this game is definitely important. Detroit is technically a top dog in the NFL right now, standings wise. So who you got in this game?
I'm gonna have to go Lions, bro.
Give me a bold prediction on just anybody that you don't even have no stats right now. But do you see anybody going nuts in this game?
I'm on Ross St. Brown.
That's your guy always.
I'm always going to pick him.
So you taking him on a touchdown or to cover whatever?
I'm picking over 75 yards.
Okay, over 75 yards.
I can see now that they're getting Gibbs and Montgomery back in the backfield, they're going to be splitting it up. But I can see Montgomery getting another touchdown coming back in off the injury.
They must see it too because it's -110 for his anytime touchdown. So that's...
I'm giving away gold.
Yeah.
I hope so.
St. Brown is +135 on his touchdown. Yeah. So I'm going to say...
He do for one off a bye week.
I think Chargers will this will be a good game. a good game to watch. I feel like it's going to be a competitive back and forth game.
I see Eckler getting in that end zone.
Eckler getting in there twice is what I see.
Okay.
I see 2 times.
Hey, I like Eckler.
I see
dog.
2 times.
He's not the typical running back you would think of when you think running backs.
Right.
But this ain't the typical time for running backs.
And I also feel like Austin Eckler is like what gets that offense to go.
Yeah.
Like when you saw the team without him,
I agree.
they look like a totally different
the
team.
The office should agree, and they should pay him.
Pay the man. You know what I'm saying?
Paid him.
Pay him how he deserved to be paid.
Yeah,
Last game that we have the New York Jets, and then you have the Raiders, which right now the Raiders are plus 1.5 at home. So we will say the Raiders got that really good win.
I have to take that dog money.
You got to take that dog money.
I'm obligated to.
Question. So online, when you saw them smoking their cigars, their victory cigars, you had a whole lot of people saying, that I saw, man, they over here celebrating this win, blah,
You
blah,
don't
blah.
understand what a change of climate can do to your mental, though.
Yes, that. And on top of that, it was Antonio Pierce's first win as a head coach.
Yeah, that shows you how much they really loved him as an assistant coach.
Yes.
Now he's the head coach,
Yes.
running things.
Yes.
And we look entirely different than we did.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, man. It's a change of scenery around here.
And
I see
then-
them beating the Jets.
You see them beating the Jets. So do you see this offensive showing again?
Say it one more time.
Offensive showing again? I mean, Jets got a
I
really
would
good
like to
run
see it
game.
because I'm going to
defense.
start Devontae Adams again.
I think that'll be a great pick this week.
Yeah, anytime or the yards.
They got to get him in the end zone.
They need to get him some carries.
Get him some carries.
Jacoby Myers is getting them carries or getting them
But Jacoby Myers is really good.
receptions. He's solid, bro.
He's a really good two.
Solid.
He's a really good two. So I would say
I like the fact that they starting a rookie, bro.
they have to.
We've been saying it on this podcast for a minute now.
They have to. And really at this point at where they're at as a team.
I wonder if Jimmy Garoppolo was smoking on a cigar and celebrating.
Nah, that fool was probably in the corner like this.
He know what that did to his career.
Put a bow on it,
Yeah,
tied it
pretty
up,
much.
put that joint up
Pretty
for
much.
a present later for your family.
Yeah, for retirement.
But right now, so as of right now, this is the perspective of the AFC West. So the Raiders now with that win is 4-5. So above them they have 4-4 Chargers and 7-2 Chiefs. So right now they still technically, are in the conversation as far as AFC period. Period. They're still in there in that conversation. So with this change of win, how do you feel like that win will carry them for the rest of the season, and the change in the head coach and the GM and
I feel like they're still going to be in the spot where we expected them to be, but they'll be a lot more competitive. As far as being better than the Chiefs by the end of the season, I don't see that happening.
Right. No.
I can see them pushing themselves to second place, possibly.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
So
with the possibility of having a wild card spot,
and that's where I was going to ask
possibility,
you. So just
not predicting
listening
it.
to this
Possibility.
schedule, so you could think about that possibility.
All right, let's hear it.
You got the Jets this weekend. You feel like it's a winnable game. I do too. Then you got the Dolphins.
Only because it's at the crib.
Yeah. Then you got the Dolphins.
They're not winning that ball game.
Then you got the Chiefs. It's at home. They always competitive games
they
against
have
the
a
Chiefs.
shot.
They always
They
competitive
have a shot,
against
but
the
they're
Chiefs.
not winning that ball
They
game.
always have a competitive
But
chance.
whatever the spread is, it might be close.
It might be close. Then they got the Vikings. Then they got the Chargers. Then they have the Chiefs again at the Chiefs. Then they
Damn,
have
that schedule tough.
right. Then they have Indianapolis,
The Vikings still tough.
and they finish with the Broncos.
Watch them beat the Colts,
I think they could beat the Colts. I think they could beat the Vikings.
regardless of who had quarterback.
I think they beat the Chargers this time around. Low key, just looking at it,
I can
just
see that Viking game being a shootout still.
think they go 1-1 with the Chiefs. They're gonna lose to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Vikings, they can win.
Yeah, Dolphins don't like to beat up on teams that are nowhere near as good as they are.
Right. They could beat I think they could finish this season pretty strong. So before we rock up out of here for the day, last week we gave away some dogs. I don't know if you remember who you gave away. I don't remember.
Mine did not come through.
So college, you didn't give a college, right?
No.
College, I did give Arizona for the second week in a row. Dogs came through with the win over Oregon State, so that was a great play. This week, who do you have? Do you have any college
Not a
that
dog.
you're looking at? Like a dog?
Not a dog, but I like UNLV on Friday.
Okay.
I like them to cover that 5.5 at the crib.
I mean, you know, at some points, dogs ain't even going to be, it's not going to be easy to find now and at this point of the season.
And depending on where the line goes for the Tennessee and Mizzou game, I want to take the dog and whoever's the dog in that.
So this is wherever that line goes.
Wherever the line drop.
Wherever that line goes.
But my pick for the weekend for college would be UNLV minus 5.5, and that's a Friday game. So
if you watch it early and
if you
get a chance,
if you watch this episode and we drop
take
it, that's my pick for Friday.
That's that pick for Friday. I'm gonna say I don't have a dog like for college this week, but one of my favorite games that I had on my list to take as a parlay that I'm gonna take for sure. James Madison minus 24.5. So James Madison playing UConn. I feel like James Madison right now they have a chance to. They are the only undefeated team that's not ranked, and they're petitioning the NCAA to allow them to be able to play in a bowl game because this is their second year in the FBS division. So you technically have two years you got to sit out. Last year they went 8-3 and they beat the conference champion that year to end, and it was like 47-7 when they beat them.
I hope they win that little petition.
Yeah. So while they waiting out this petition, I'm gonna take them to keep dominating.
Right. Because you see like what they got on their mind right now.
Absolutely. They got that dog in them. So
Wolf.
24.5 for them. NFL, do you have a dog of the week?
Ooh, Cleveland.
So you're gonna go with it. Money line.
I like the points more than I like anything.
Okay.
I just like them to make it a close game, knowing that Baltimore can like really shut out anybody in this league. I'm just hoping that they don't do it this week.
I like that.
I'm gonna wear my Ray Lewis jersey though this Sunday.
I like that.
And still bet on Cleveland +6.
I like that.
We hitting the bar this weekend to watch the game?
I'm down.
I got a spot for us.
I'm definitely down.
I can't tell them about it though.
I'm definitely down.
I'm not telling them about it.
I'm definitely down.
You know what? Meet me at Money Baby.
Money Baby?
Yeah, Virgin Hotel. Meet me there.
For sure. The one I would say, you know, it ain't really too many. It's slim pickings out here. But I'm going to say Tennessee. +1 versus Tampa Bay. Feel like Will Levis.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to like have a great game outside of the first game.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't so good last week.
Yeah.
And I think
kind of
Hopkins anytime touchdown, maybe even more than one, might be a good pick.
Yeah. 2.
Because that Buccaneers defense is a little sus.
So give me Tennessee.
Yeah,
give me Tennessee. Before we get up out of here, do you got anything for the people?
Oh, man. You make sure y'all go check out Hangry's if you're in Las Vegas, if you're in North Las Vegas.
Check them out.
Pull up Hangry, leave happy. But like I say every other week, like, subscribe, comment,
tell a friend,
tell 10, tell 20.
Tell 20.
We getting that
dog money. If you smell that grass.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all get some money this week. Let us know if you do. Peace.
Love y'all.
Hey, stop recording, bro. We done. You hit that button now. What? You can hit that button now anytime.
Nope. Pause.
That was a little gay, man.
Pause.
A little gay, my nigga.